Greetings, I am Hunter Access the Gladiator, and I'm giving live streaming another shot because it's been long enough. And you know what? What the hell? And of all the games I'm coming back with, it's MechWarrior 5. Because I've been coming back to MechWarrior 5 lately just because I missed the experience. I know I've cleared the game enough times. I'm just messing around at this point. You know what? It's still fun. So here we are. What has been happening lately? The board game league is over for now. Uh, it had to end the way it did, and you know what? It's fine by me. This will be interesting. All right. Yeah, now we're in the fun weeks of just screwing around. So you know what? I'm gonna make the most of it. Okay, so initial mission is blowing the crap up. Probably drop a little bit of salvage. Go for the money. All right. Let's get started. The YouTube, OBS, local internet. Are we back on? Alright. Alright. So yeah. The last time I won a board game league, I straight up took the game and gave it away. This one is at a new location.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
As I've mentioned,
Online.
my pet project being the demo shelf.
Systems nominal.
I figure, hey,
Unlocked industrial infrastructure will destabilize the opposition's grip on this region. Something our benefactors are willing to spend a great deal of sea bills to see done.
I figure there's a number of copies still on the shelf of that game. Let's have it as a demo. How's the connection holding up?
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't
Yeah,
you
good
go
luck
over
with
and
that.
introduce yourself?
We'll offload it. Yeah, very random game, and somehow pulled off victory.
They're operating at reduced efficiency. Keep on smashing.
I've lost contact to the outside. They may have destroyed the radio tower. We've lost the storage facility.
Yeah, I found myself wanting to come back to this game the other day because, like, you know what? Sometimes you just want to jump in a big ass robot and blow shit up. Just had one of those days.
I've lost the component. The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
Enemy destroyed.
Critical.
Speaking of giant robot warfare, Battletech event today.
You're almost there,
The game
Commander.
store.
Only 25% of this area remains.
The Kill It Keep It event. The first mech got cored out the back. The second mech's fared a little bit better. We had to take that one home, and another mech I managed to beat the crap out of.
You did it, Commander. This whole place has been flattened. Now, let's get out of here before more trouble arise. Head to the evac zone.
I had a little bit of a scare before the event
Target down.
regarding the mechs that were going to be used.
Cover at critical levels. Lost the component.
Let's get you out of there, Commander. Stand by.
Yes, please hurry. Thankfully, there are alternatives, but still is like, oh crap. Overall, I'm just glad things are going all right. Oh, bad. Oh crap.
Extreme weather warning is in effect, Commander. You'll have limited visibility out there and have to contend with sensor malfunctions.
Mission. Let's try this again. What else has been going on lately? Um, we're just working on pillar, all the visual content. Got be doing the short for Medici pretty soon because I already covered that game. I figure what the hell. But then I need to get to my other games. I need to get more card sleeves for some of these. Mainly Star Wars Outer Rim.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
I got the expansion, and that added so many cards.
Is an industrial complex marked on your tactical display. Our employer wants it gone, and we aim to please. Light that complex up like a New Year's celebration, Commander.
Whenever I hear that, I think of the one bathroom sign from the belonging kind from William Gibson.
Ah, crap.
We
We have hostile battlemechs inbound.
we aim to please. You aim to please.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage. They're operating at reduced efficiency. Keep on smashing.
Residential tower demolished. Oh, bloody savages.
Integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
Storage facility has just been destroyed. Nothing but noise on comms. Let's hold the tower. Take it reliable to supply warehouse. Mayday! Component lost! Need defensive support!
We should go all the way back and switch out from the Thunderbolt. Yeah, one of the games I've got coming up. It's no longer in its original box. It'll be Vampire the Masquerade Vendetta. That one's out of its original box because mold. Last time I saw a game with mold problem was from Valley, Valley Games. No longer around, but that memory is
Online.
still
Sensors
hard,
online.
hard to forget that.
Weapons
You know,
online. All systems nominal.
I feel mentally all over the
We are
place
tasked
right
with the
now.
destruction of an industrial
Just
center
focus on
marked
the
at
games.
Nav Point Alpha. Be sure to watch your fire around any pipes or tanks, as the contents have the potential of being explosive.
I don't know who you people are, but you do not want to pick these fights. Go home.
No. Fired up.
There it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
Okay, that was not the right approach. Try it again. See, I like keeping some of the lighter mechs around for just speed and demolishing stuff, but they do not hold up in a prolonged firefight. So you need to remember to keep them on track. All right.
Attention. Prepare for battle departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand
What
clear.
else is going on lately?
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We have been tasked with the destruction of an industrial center marked at nav point Alpha. Be sure to watch your fire around any pipes or tanks, as the contents have the potential of being explosive.
I know I've fallen off of VTubers, but I really want to get back to watching some. I know Altair came back, and I have to watch that VOD.
Mechs approaching our installation. Intentions unknown. All security personnel report to stations.
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
We've lost a parkade.
There's some projects I gotta get back to as well. I figure find someone to watch. You get to work on painting, stitching, all that stuff.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system. It managed to demolish about half of the target's buildings. Crack on, Commander.
Okay. Apparently the Thunderbolt was not the right option for this one. I have to go all the way back. Alright. There are losses I'm prepared to accept, but some things I just nah. Demolition, warzone defense. Alright. Continue. Damage coverage. Save the salvage. Probably need to salvage for the later missions. Alright. Okay, the Thunderbolts was not the right option for this. So the real question is who is. Awesome. Bring up the rear. Alright. Is there anyone with better overall combat? see. There's still got room to grow. Alright. Let's take this team. Hope for the best. What else is going on?
Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning. Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
At some point, I need to get Forcible going.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Got a booster box for the cards and the
Industrial
fuel decks.
infrastructure will destabilize the opposition's grip on this region. Something our benefactors are willing to spend a great deal of sea bills to see done.
Yeah, everyone's got the little side project prepared, and as much as the demo shelf is my main one, I know I want to get Forcible going for my other one.
This is a restricted area. Please identify yourself.
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself? Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system.
They destroyed our provision storage. I beg you. That was a civilian building.
Sucks for them.
You've managed to demolish about half of the target's buildings. Crack on, Commander.
I'm not gonna go for this tonight.
I've lost the component.
Fuck. Okay, try again. Maybe I need to deal with some of the mechs. Let's see here. Keep trying to think of stuff to talk about. And it's like, it's really worth trying to talk about. I guess there's like one key lesson to keep in mind. It's unless your mistake is literally causing the end of the world, don't pretend your mistake is the end of the world.
Prepare for battle mech departure.
Handle it the way it needs to be handled, and then move on with the wisdom you've gained.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Destroying the Morg's industrial infrastructure will destabilize the opposition's grip on this region. Something our benefactors are willing to spend a great deal of sea bills to see done.
Unidentified battle mechs. You are entering a restricted area. Depart immediately or we will open fire.
New target Warhammer.
Bloody
Lance target confirmed.
heck, that's a bitch.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
guys deal with the mechs, I will deal with the demolition job.
Target destroyed. New target Thunderbolt.
Facility destroyed.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go.
Tell you what,
That's it, everyone.
everybody attack that guy.
I've lost the component.
Sure.
The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
Component destroyed.
Hot forces have destroyed our generator.
Yeah, that's not how I wanted. Let's try it again. Trying to figure out which. Seems like trying to go after. Trying to focus on the mechs is one thing. Trying to focus on building something else. There's got to be a balance between the two. Trying to figure out a balance of my own with
Attention.
continuing to do stuff here while also doing my main job.
Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Destroying the marked industrial infrastructure will destabilize the opposition's grip on this region. Something our benefactors are willing to spend a great deal of sea bills to see done.
Or we'll go slow so I don't trail too far behind. Yeah, sometimes I'm away from stuff long enough and I just get the feeling of being called back to it. Like this game and Eve. Other times it's like I'm just done with something.
Mercenary scum. We'll send you back to your masters in a box.
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
Typically. Next. Cool.
My left arm was just shot off. Critical kill. Nice work, Commander. The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
Good.
Target set to hell.
Brutal.
Target destroyed.
And now you.
Acquired.
That mech is about to go
Good.
critical. Nice shot, Commander.
Alright.
Oh, smoked.
At least nobody's in the red yet. Health-wise.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
I think at this point we just focus on the destruction. Careful. Building. Burn it all. That all together.
That's it, Commander. You
let's get outta here.
completely destroyed this area. Great work. Best get to the evac point now, before more reinforcements arrive. A job well done, Commander.
Alright.
The pickup.
That's how we do it. A review of the damage. I guess sometimes you just have to deal with the mechs. Alright. Warhammer. No guarantee of anything better coming up. Extra wounds, extra wounds. I'm not sure if I really need the extra 2, but 0 on 0. Okay. How bad? Okay. Let's take a look.
Extreme weather warning is in effect, Commander. You'll have limited visibility out there and have to contend with sensor malfunctions.
Storage, that one. Noise. Okay, we still have the PPCs. I only lost the arm that doesn't have all the weapons in it. Okay, That could have been worse. By many degrees. So here's what we do. Put in the save. Here. Okay. So this it's hard. I want to talk about stuff, but I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I just want to just play a game and get lost in the action, you know? Work is interesting with the way it's just kind of a roller coaster of sometimes dead moments, sometimes hectic moments. Getting to see all the various games people take an interest in. Right. There's your Mac. This I do have my other Warhammer. Right. And something quick. Also tough. Alright. I have my save point in case this specific team doesn't work out. But let's see how it works out. Actually, do I have somebody with better ballistic skills? I do. They're already over there. No, it's fine. They've got room to grow. They can use this opportunity to build their skills. So let's go. I think I'm done ordering stuff online for the foreseeable future. One, I need to work on my finances. Two, I gotta just get back to making my own stuff.
Online. All systems nominal.
We have been tasked with the destruction of an industrial center marked at nav point Alpha. Be sure to watch your fire around any pipes or tanks, as the contents have the potential of being explosive.
Okay, just making sure. I am the slowest Mac on the team here. Yeah, I'm just curious to see how the future turns out with everything. What expenses are going to look like. It's nice having this little moment of peace right before we go on to the main goal of the mission. Some time to think about things. Try to figure out strategy. Also just kind of have a moment, you know. Being able to have that time.
New target, Spider.
It's appreciated.
Target destroyed.
Sisters, okay, where'd you?
Kill the mech!
Nice. Okay.
Target acquired. New target Phoenix Hawk.
Yeah, I think in this instance, it's probably best to go for the mechs first.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Target sent to hell.
Very, very hardcore about pulling max, huh?
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Crushing the head.
Target destroyed.
Jeez, all this fighting
Target acquired.
before you even got into the building. Jeez. Or city. Wherever the hell we're going to. Damn. Alright.
Target acquired.
Come on. Now we can get to the actual full of this.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave
Yep.
nothing left for them to salvage.
Let's roll.
Destroyed the base generator.
Oh, that's right. I set the ACs to a burst fire. Forgot about that.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go.
I don't remember why I set up that way. Probably heat management. It's a pain in the ass.
Hail the mining platform. Anyone have eyes on? Report.
Let's torch it.
I'm showing heavy damage to a number of the facility structures. We appear to be about halfway there.
Kill confirmed.
It should be sending their reinforcements pretty soon. Let's not be here when they get here.
Just a wee bit more, Commander.
Just a
This
wee
complex
bit.
is on the verge of collapse.
Dead.
Hmm. Hmm.
New target Jaeger mech.
Oh yeah, one of the matches that I picked up lately was the Jaeger mech. Crap. There's, do I dare restart the mission? I mean, now that I actually have the knowledge.
Destroyed. The facility's gone cold. All power signatures gone. No one's going to be able to utilize this complex for quite a bit.
I'll
Time to get out of here.
screwed up just the Warhammer. I might go ahead and just give it the old ride again. It's all for fun anyway. I'm not holding myself that hardcore shit I was doing before. As much as I appreciate certain challenges for video games, I'm like, but first let me have fun. First. It's kind of why I had my little double run throughs for Doom 2016. The average difficulty on this part of the video series, the low difficulty for just playing on my own for fun, and discovering all the crap that I missed.
Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
America Online, Eve Online,
We have
Anarchy
detected the
Online.
destruction of an industrial center marked at nav point Alpha. Be sure to watch your fire around any pipes or tanks, as the contents have the potential of being explosive.
Get to that one choke point and set up a formation there. And that way, have a way to deal with the light mechs first and foremost. Yes. Okay, stop here. Yes. This is how we do this. Archer here.
Relocating now.
Let's see. Warhammer. Put you there.
Moving to requested.
Centurion.
Moving to requested position. Reposition successful, Commander.
Let's see where everyone's at. Okay.
Made it to your requested location, sir.
You're right. Oh crap, they're coming from behind. Shit.
New target Spider.
Hostile mech spotted. Moving to your mark, Commander. Repositioning complete. That mech is scrap.
Here.
Destroyed.
Where's everybody? We got Centurion here. Let's pull Centurion over. Here.
Rerouting to your mark.
Alright.
Arrived at requested, Commander.
Okay.
On the move.
Let's get the other mechs here.
Sir, on the move.
And...
Repositioning.
Okay.
Mobile units on radar.
Alright, let's take it.
We've got incoming mechs breathing down our arse.
Make sure the Centurion has enough support.
New target, Warhammer.
At requested location, Commander. Kill confirmed.
That.
Reposition successful, Commander. Relocated, and I can smell the blood of our enemies.
Come on. Get off the archer. Why is my archer hurt so? Like they know to prioritize it. These days I'll have to see exactly how they're prioritizing the targets.
Target acquired.
I'm gonna run out of ammo. We're gonna get to the freaking thing.
Enemy mech destroyed. Ripped the heart out of that mech.
Everybody form on me.
To you, Commander.
Our target is now marked. Go get him.
Let's off this Warhammer.
Hostile mech down.
There we go.
Power station's been wasted.
Alright, I need to focus on the rest of this.
Good start, Commander. I'm showing major damage to the target facility. You've managed to demolish about half of the target's buildings. Crack on, Commander.
Alright. Where was the exit? I want the archer over here.
Commander. Target sent to hell. Location, Commander.
New target cataphragm.
Shit. Alright. Once again. Okay. As much as I like the trace to Battletech, having to think on your feet on this one. Having to think on your feet in MechWarrior seems to be its own fun challenge. Mm. Come on. OBS, hang in there, OBS, or YouTube, whatever's falling apart this time.
Weapons online. All systems
All right,
Our target is an industrial complex marked on your tactical display.
let's go.
Our employer wants it gone, and we aim to please. Light that complex up like a New Year's celebration, Commander.
Take the side road. All right. Like, what are the reasons why I'm wanting to hold back on ordering stuff? Between money, needing to make my own stuff, and also just I don't really have a whole lot of time to mess around in costumes. Probably just throw some on for like a minute or two for the fun of it. Really gotta prioritize my time carefully.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Okay.
target acquired.
Took one down.
1 acquired.
It's all clustered together. This is not good. Crap. I brought long range max to a close range engagement, which is not a good idea.
How about some support over here? We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
Crap. Once again, not the way I needed it to go. So move him in from the side, and then hold that hill, make use of the distance and all that. Make them come to us, and take them down one at a time. That's probably the strategy I need to go with.
Attention. Prepare for battle-like departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand
Ah,
clear.
crap.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
We're back on.
Phenomenal.
OBS, YouTube.
It's an industrial complex marked on your tactical display. Our employer wants it gone, and we aim to please. Light that complex up like a New Year's celebration, Commander.
Yeah, the connection keeps wanting to dip in and out. I don't know why. Hopefully, we can hold up until I feel like reaching an end. That was one of the factors when I was considering whether or not to stay or go with this. Too many connection problems. I figure might as well make the most of the one time I've got it mostly stable. It's always something to consider for the future is trying to see if I can do anything more for the internet that we have here. And also anything more for having a kind of computer to run more advanced games in the future.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
I say the requirements for Doom Dark Ages, and it's like,
Tango smoked.
not sure if this computer would handle it.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay, let's start planning.
Requested.
Right. Archer up here. Warhammer down there.
Relocating. I'm at the location, Commander.
Centurion right about here.
Routing to your mark.
Alright. And
Warning. We have hostile mechs closing in on our outpost.
New target, Phoenix Hawk.
Incoming hostile mech.
buddy.
Copy.
Makes that target.
We're on it, sir.
Right. Turret up.
Left arm destroyed.
That's it. Everybody.
Target acquired.
There it is. I'll leave the rest of the demolition job up to you, Commander.
New target, Panther.
Let's focus on the Panther.
New target, Warhammer. Target destroyed.
Warhammer's down, but at what cost?
Killed that walker. Target down. Component lost. But I'm
Crap.
not afraid to die in battle.
Once more. Alright. I forgot how much this game sometimes frustrates me. It's a challenge. But you know what? I gotta meet this challenge. And how much has happened in the last freaking year, you know? I've been at this for 3 years now. I remember when I first started, like just as Hello Pro on Twitter was announcing, hey, anybody? Come on, OBS, YouTube, something. Come on. Connection successful. Okay. See how long it takes this time. The delay just keeps going up. Started with a 5-second delay, went up to 8 seconds, now it's 11. So, we're gonna start anyone's watching live. Okay. Find something. Keep wanting to find something to talk about. got a lot of unpainted mechs I need to get back to. I've actually separated my paint kit from the box that I have my blank canvases in, so that if I need to transport my paint somewhere, I don't have to lug around the big file case. You can just take the little storage case that I got. Got a land, so I'm gonna paint up for the next wave of the battle. Jeez. Nice shoot. Alright. Yeah. Archer. Here.
Reposition successful, Commander.
Warhammer. Here.
On the move to your position.
Centurion.
Repositioning.
Here.
Target acquired.
Target sent to hell. Arrived at requested, Commander.
Shit! We've got incoming mechs breathing down our arse!
New target Phoenix Hawk.
Unable to target that, Commander.
Hey, when they disappear like that.
All guns on shared target.
Target located.
Boom.
I've lost the component.
Yes. Why does this keep happening to me? Alright. Gotta figure out what the key is here. I might have to rethink the max or just rethink the position.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure. Warning.
Might be.
Stand clear.
Might have to be the last mission.
Reactor online.
I don't know.
Sensors online. Weapons online.
I'm just ready to play
Phenomenal.
until
Target is an industrial complex
on board,
mounted on your
retired.
tactical display. Our employer wants it gone, and we aim to please. Light that complex up like a New Year's celebration, Commander.
I'm starting to think I like this. That choke point right there a little better. Alarm 20. 2 PPCs. What's this in turn? Turn in. And AC. Alright. Find a spot where we can actually make use of their strengths. Or just charge into the city. Seriously? The connection again? Yeah, I think after this run on this mission, I might just go in. For now, let's just try to get through this one, at least. Alright. Find where we can assign everyone here. Oh, hey! Game looks cool. This is MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. This is very fun. Let's take a look here. Team. Let's get. Let's see. Warhammer here. Archer here.
Rerouting to your mark.
Alright. Let's see if this works out.
I've arrived.
Target acquired.
There's an enemy mech up ahead.
Target spider.
Early.
Commander, moving on target. Engaging shared target ID.
Friendly fire, people.
I just
Okay.
destroyed that mech. Target set to
Obviously.
Target acquired.
Yes. Never played MechWarrior. You get to pilot a giant robot, various weapons, go take on missions.
target mech eliminated.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
This one, you're running your own little mercenary outfit of going to various planets and systems.
Reforming on you, Commander.
Take on missions, make money, use it to buy more mech stuff.
New target panther.
Yeah.
Whoever's out there, please state your business. We have no quarrel with you.
Yeah, it's fun. Gets a little bit hectic sometimes.
Our target is now marked. Go get him.
Right on destroyed.
Played the tabletop RPG. I do have MechWarrior Destiny, but I have yet to actually play it. I'm more familiar with
New target
that source game of Battletech. Battletech, yeah, this. So Battletech's been around for a very long time, and that's the reason why we've got MechWarrior and other related games. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, one of the rough parts about the game is dealing with all the repairs. You're lucky you only have to repair the armor. Ah, crap.
Clear the chassis. Heading to extraction.
Sometimes very high quality equipment gets destroyed. Finding replacements is hard.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
Yeah, some mechs could go flying up in the air.
Cut off on main power. Switch to backup.
Something like Warhammer 40K. Yeah, I've played that one. It's been like 20 years since I first played that one. I remember starting out with 40K. I want to say I've tried just about all the armies over the course of the early years. My time with it, like 2000 and something.
I'm showing heavy damage to a number of the facility structures. We appear to be about halfway there.
I haven't tried out some of the other ones though. Like I haven't tried out the Adeptus Mechanicus or the Leagues of Voton yet. Crap. They brought in reinforcements. Okay, so this is a mission going horribly wrong. So we can either restart it or figure out some different mechs to run with. One of the things to keep in mind in this game is sometimes things aren't going to work out, so it helps to have a save before things. Have a save ahead of time to go back and try something else. Like right now, I'm in the middle of a.
Bad news, Commander. Extreme weather conditions means you'll be dealing with limited visibility and compromised sensors on this mission.
Like right now, I'm in the middle of a multiple mission operation. And this is number 2. So, already got some max damage from the previous mission. I'm gonna say screw the damage and just send in the tank. Else. Yeah. Let's see. At different tonnages of mechs means different potential for weapons and different capacity to take damage. Sometimes faster is better. But for now, I'm going to go with the tough gunners and see how this turns out.
Attention. Prepare for battle mech departure.
Yeah, saves, yeah.
Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Our target is an industrial complex marked on your tactical display. Our employer wants it gone, and we aim to please. Light that complex up like a New Year's celebration, Commander.
I always appreciate when a game has a reasonable save system. Last time I played a shooter was Halo. Wow. Was it sometime back I was playing through the PC port of Halo. It was nice to revisit the game, but there are some sections like it's long and it takes a while to get through some of those sections. But overall, it's a fun time. Yeah, this is the downside of using heavier mechs is very slow going. But you can take more damage and hold up bigger guns. So sometimes that can be worth it. And only restart the whole chapter, you know.
Detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate.
Target acquired. Target spotted.
Battle mechs on approach. You have entered a restricted area. If you do not immediately withdraw, we will use all force necessary to remove you.
Target acquired.
Missiles and upgrade the speed? No. The mechs are kind of stuck at whatever speed they've got.
New target Phoenix Hawk. acquired. Target destroyed.
Part of the strategy in the game is figuring out just the best roles for the mech has to offer.
Down.
Some mechs are suited for recon and acting as a distraction.
Target acquired.
Others are for keeping a distance and sniping enemies.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
This never gets old.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I mean, let's use your allies' shields, yeah.
Target acquired.
We're making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
It's one of the nice things about Battletech. You don't have to worry about friendly fire. Generally.
Destroyed.
Should that be?
Target acquired.
Ah, that else.
Target destroyed.
Alright.
New target Panther.
Else.
Target acquired.
I'm showing heavy damage to a number of the facility structures. We appear to be about halfway there.
New target Jaegermech.
Oh crap. So usually the key with the demolition missions like these is to focus on the buildings. Sometimes
Wrecked.
The enemy mechs are just too much of a worry.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Fantasy Adventure. Um. I don't know. I think the last fantasy setting game I really got into was Diablo 2.
Just a wee bit more, Commander. This complex is on the verge of collapse.
Well, I do still have a soft spot for World of Warcraft, but it's not something that's at the top of my mind to get back into anytime soon.
Target trebuchet.
Oh yeah, I'm big enough that I can just walk through most of the buildings. It works just as well.
Target acquired.
Lost the components.
Uh-oh.
The facility's gone cold. All power signatures gone. No one's going to be able to utilize this complex for quite a bit.
Play WoW all the time.
Here, Commander.
Long ago, in like New Classic, was like actual older version.
Target destroyed.
I had a Orc Rogue up to like level 60 something.
Let's get you out of there, Commander. Stand by.
Kind of glad they went and did the whole WoW Classic thing, so I could try to make a comeback on that one. But oh, maybe one of these days. All right, mission complete. Got money. We were maxed out on reputation from destroy the buildings. Yeah, smaller mechs actually take damage going through them. But big ones can just tear through the little buildings. No problem. Alright. So after every mission is a chance to use salvage points. Yeah. Stupid elf. Yeah. Alright. And it's... At least all the weapons are intact. Alright. Enough to get that one. Let's see. What else? And we can always save the rest for the next. Yeah. Yeah, just the challenge of the rogue is interesting. Alright. Crap. Injured pilot. This is gonna hurt. Having to replace all the Warhammer weapons. Oh, it's gonna be costly. Alright. So first off, save. Plenty of saves to go back to in case anything is not working out. And then to remember the next Warzone. Alright. So everything with damage. Yeah, sneak attacks. Just the whole combo system. Having to think about how to approach that. Actually, here. Right. Show this one in here. Yeah, show that one in there. Alright. Yeah, it is. I started playing it last year, and even when I've gotten through the game, there's still stuff to just go do for the fun of it. Right. Two big mechs. And some stuff in between. Let's see. Ryan. Cool. Alright. Something a little. Something a little bit more mobile to work with. Okay. Here. Variety of speed. Weapons, and here we go. Alright.
Attention. Prepare for battle act departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
So Warzone is the
Online. Sensors online.
kind of
Weapons online.
horde mode mission.
Brace for combat. Enemy mech spotted.
We got like waves of
Assault from hostile forces. Link up with them and hold off the enemy advance as long as possible. Be sure not to overextend yourself, Commander. Eventually, you will need to fall back to the evac point.
waves of battle mechs to fight against and other vehicles.
Target mech eliminated.
New target Panther.
Yeah, being able to customize stuff is nice. Just finding better weapons for different ones. But then there's the weight limit to consider. Sometimes you want to take bigger guns and then you're left having to take off armor.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Yeah, they small enemies are like fast.
Stay sharp, MechWarriors. Ally Command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
Because they're fast, they're hard to hit. But once they actually do hit,
New target Battlemaster.
then they usually do. But actually hitting them is tough. On the tabletop side, mechs that are usually going 7+ hexes a turn are going to be tricky to hit.
Took one down.
Target acquired.
That's part of why I like the burst fire weapons in this game.
Target
Yeah.
destroyed. Target acquired.
Just using jetpacks. There are some mechs that like to utilize their jump jets to jump on other mechs. It's hard to do, but it's very destructive.
Target destroyed.
A game calls Death from Above.
Target acquired.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Target sent down.
Yeah. It's good speed in the TT RPG. Yeah. One of these days, I'd like to find a Time of War. I have MechWarrior Destiny, but I know the older version is still. I'm sure there's still copies of that one around. Yeah. Okay.
Target acquired.
This one first and foremost. I'll recognize this one now. Trying to hit the head was hard. And that means taking out the mech that much faster.
Die in battle. Mech has been dispatched.
Target destroyed.
Oh crap.
Enemy forces continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Yeah, sometimes the mechs like to explode when their engines go critical.
Target acquired.
Silver. Got it.
Target destroyed. New target Centurion.
Assassin's Creed. I've actually never played an Assassin's Creed game before. It looks like fun, but I don't think I've ever really had the console for it. Here we go.
Destroyed. Target
pretty amazing the series has been going on as long as it has been.
It's about to explode.
Target Marauder.
Component destroyed.
Uh, Love it, having roast already.
Target destroyed.
The last game console I owned was a PS2.
They really are
Is it-
gunning for you, Commander. Watch out.
It's more than 10 years ago.
New target Banshee. Target
It's first.
acquired.
That's an enemy mech up ahead.
No kidding.
Check your fire.
Sorry. Final Fantasy. Let's see. I played 7, 9, 10, 12, and Tactics. I started playing 8, and then I got sidetracked. Yeah, I missed my PS2 as well. Seriously, down to Xbox One Digital. Come on, team, help. Get out loud. Shit. Alright. Red Dead. Ah. There's a lot of games that sound really interesting, but either I don't have the console or my computer's not good enough. But it is really cool to see like what games are catching people's attentions and you know what games are trying what kind of settings or mechanics.
Prepare for battle
I never figured out Sea of Thieves.
Hangar doors open. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Brace for combat. Enemy mech spotted.
They could never figure out why
Are already engaged with hostile forces. Their survival is not our priority, but there's always safety in numbers in a combat zone. We should do what we can to help them out. They will make earning our combat bonus all the easier the longer they stay in the fight.
Never figure out why I'm trying to get into Final Fantasy 11. Oh no, my laptop died. Oh shit.
Nice kill, Commander. It's going grit.
I'm just going back to Final Fantasy for a sec. I tried getting into Final Fantasy 11, and for some reason, the game would not let me log in at all. And I think I tried to email them for support, got nothing. So I was like, all right, unsubscribe me from this. Yeah, I focus on PC since that's what I have. I have the time and the money, maybe a console in the future, but right now, just it's not something I can really afford.
Target destroyed.
I never really had like consoles all that often as a kid. I was like, it was, middle class, single parent family. It's kind of hard to get anything.
They are converging on your position. Brace for hostile contact.
So what I end up getting is from extended family computers. Not necessarily good for gaming ones. They were. I mean, they worked and they played like kind of lower tech stuff, but it was nice having something. Understand? Yeah.
Mech Tango eliminated.
New target battle master.
At the very least, an old computer could run good. And that was pretty amazing to see as a kid. Before I got into Doom, I remember my grandma having like Wolfenstein 3D and Spear of Destiny. And to go from that to Doom is pretty exciting. Low tech stuff's cool. Yeah.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
It's always interesting to see the
Acquired.
like
Your resistance is
Pirates.
more hostiles from the surrounding area.
yeah, it's always interesting to see like what older games tried to do in their approach to gameplay and graphics. And even if newer games have maybe better approaches to that stuff, sometimes I just want to enjoy the older stuff. Like I still have Civ 3 sitting around. Oh, you had Castle Wolfenstein? Cool. like losing my pilots like that. I hate restarting, but let's try this one more time. Yeah, first-person shooters are probably one of the genres that I got into the most over the years.
Prepare for battle max departure.
And probably second most would be puzzle games,
Stand clear.
like Chips Challenge,
Reactor
Sims games.
online.
I've
Sensors online.
I've never played The
Online.
Sims, but I've played SimCity
Systems phenomenal.
2000.
Brace for combat. Enemy mech spotted.
Allied forces are attempting to withdraw from this area and need us to screen their retreat. We're to link up with the remaining friendlies screening the retreat and hold the enemy forces as long as possible. We have an opportunity for a hefty combat bonus the longer we can hold the enemies back.
Panther.
Your kill is about to explode, Commander.
Well, the concept of this game. Yeah.
Target acquired.
Good kill, Commander. Critical explosion imminent.
Yeah, I remember the last time I played a MechWarrior game. It's like 4. I just remember just being able to, pilot a mech real time. It just kind of stuck with me. It's like, yeah, I like this. And I think that's what led me to finding Armored Core for the PS1. TTRPGs, I really haven't played all that many. I like reading the books and using my imagination and all that, and just reading them. But I think out of the ones I've actually gotten to play, I have a soft spot for Vampire the Masquerade. And
Stay sharp, MechWarriors. Allied Command reports enemy movement is projected to hit your location at any moment. Time to earn our pay.
there's another one called 316 Carnage Amongst the Stars that I got to play a couple times. Good at it. Yeah, 316 Carnage Amongst the Stars. We play as like Space Marines taking on various aliens. It's just a very curious story going for it. Of why
Enemy mech spotted.
everyone's just stuck out there. And Pendragon or Vampire.
Target acquired.
I really want to play Pendragon too. I have the book. Something about the whole King Arthur mythos is just really fun.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Sounds like Rogue Trader. Yeah, 316 is like, you have two stats, combat and non-combat.
position. Get ready
Look
for
at the
some
GM book.
company.
Let's see. I think I just have the core book for Pendragon. It's out now. I'll have to go looking for it. I'll see if our local game store can get it in. Yeah, I like supporting our local game store, and keeping them open, having a place to do our usual board gaming group and everything else. Yeah, trying to read it. I've never tried being a GM for an actual role-playing game. But the closest experience I've had to being in something like that position, it's been the Doom board games. You get to play as the invader player controlling all the demons. Taking too much damage. Hit from Chaos and free PDF. I appreciate having on, the electronic documents, but I very much like having physical books too.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Something about flipping through a book, feeling the pages, feeling the weight of it. It feels nice to me. King Arthur too.
Enemy mech approaching. VTOL inbound.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target Centurion.
Screen going to. Keep thinking one of these days I gotta pick one of my RPGs and just run it. We've got this whole shelf of them.
New target Marauder.
Video playthroughs. It's always nice to see demonstrations of how games can be played.
Target destroyed.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Now the physical looks, yeah. Okay, going to need my team to go out ahead of me. Center torso is.
Target acquired.
Outlander. Wow. And this is where we go back and look at how to do things differently. It is, or it might be time to call it because it is 2:15 over here. I'm actually starting to feel the exhaustion. You know what? It's been best kind of network for YouTube. Yes. I'll keep that in mind. We're making note of that. I'll check them out later. Yeah, it is 2:15 in the morning. I think I'll come back to this challenge later. But it's been fun. It's been fun coming back to streaming and just over the course of April coming back to content creation. So I'm definitely looking to stream more again in the future. Just find the days and the time and do more stuff like this or some of the other games I've got because it's been nice. It's been nice coming back to this. As I said before, step away from stuff long enough. Sometimes it calls back to me and it's like, you know what? Let's try it again. All right. So, thank you for watching. Thank you, Charles Taylor, for stopping in to chat. Um, more tabletop games stuff as usual. We can fill a new Pendragon request for them to send up. Ooh, cool. Yeah, more tabletop game stuff, and then we'll probably find more time to stream this, and let's see what other games I've got in the um, other games I've got in the pipeline to the future. I still want to do the Doom 2016 Ultraviolence challenge. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. It's nice. Thank you. Yeah, Pillar Nexus, Ancient Gladiator, back for back for good. I don't really. I think I can balance my new job and this channel. So here I am. But for now, I'll be seeing you later. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Creation video? Cool. Thank you. And we'll see you later. Have a good day, evening, night, whatever time it is. Have a good one.